I just bought my first watch of 2020. It may well be my last. Hi and welcome to LastWatch. As you can see, I have a considerable box sitting on my desk waiting to be opened. Given the circumstances, it might be considered an impulse buy. If you've been following the channel, then you'll know it's long overdue. Before I get started on the unboxing, I would appreciate if you could take the time to like this video and consider subscribing. If you've already done so, then many thanks, as it helps the channel enormously. Let's get started. Well, unless they've sent me the wrong box, it would appear to be an Omega. Omega? What exactly is the proper pronunciation for Omega? If you have a better idea than I do, then feel free to let me know. So the box carries a bit of weight to it. Rather substantial white box. Let's get the lid off it. And we unveil what seems to be a considerable wooden box with the Omega logo. To the right we have the instruction manual, operating instructions for what would appear to be all of the Omega watches. Fairly substantial. Not sure if it's strictly required for a three-handed watch. And we have a white leather or cream leather pouch with all the owner information, the warranty card and the watch details. Nicely branded with the Omega logo. Now onto the box. Now this box has a bit of weight to it. It looks like it's made from oak. I could be mistaken. It's nicely lacquered. Very substantial. Well finished. A bit of velvet underneath. And let's see how we get into it. There appears to be a button on the front. Let's give that a push and see if this will open up. And as some of you have already guessed from my Instagram tease, I finally bought the Railmaster, or to give it its full title, the Omega Seamaster Railmaster Coaxial Master Chronometer, reference 220 10 40 20 01 001. We have a price tag here of £3,680 UK, which makes me wonder exactly how long this watch has been sitting on the shelf. The watch is sitting on a very robust white leather cushion. No dawdling. Let's see if we can get it off. If I can undo the bracelet for a closer look, and I'll pose a question. Why does the Railmaster have so many masters in its name, and what is with that overly long reference number? Something to possibly look at the forthcoming review. I'll have a quick tidy up and bring you a closer look at this 40mm Railmaster. I almost missed it, but it turns out that there is a hidden compartment in the box. Space here to store your registration cards, I presume. And over here on the right we have a very nice white velvet pouch, somewhere to store your watch or your spare links. Just getting the watch out of the box seems to have started it ticking. This won't be a full review. I need to spend a bit of time with the watch before I can bring you that. There's also the fact that I am in the healthy position of having a backlog of watches to bring you. Looking over my shoulder, I can see 4 watches waiting for my attention, one of which I was aiming to bring you this weekend, but now looks likely to be next week. If you're a long-term LastWatch fan, then you'll know I've been making googly eyes at this watch for quite some time. It's an absolute stunner, and it's been on my radar since the day it was launched. You might well be asking what prompted the sudden purchase. And it really is sudden, especially coming so soon after Christmas. Well, like most things, it comes down to money and getting the watch at the right price. When I decided to dip my toe in the higher echelons of the watch world, there were 2 watches that floated my boat, the Tudor Black Bay 58 and this little beauty right here. Now my experience with the 58 didn't go as expected, but after some time I was lucky enough to get my money back. Not long after receiving my refund, I find myself walking into an Omega boutique intent on buying the Railmaster, only to find that they had just raised their prices, and this watch that had been priced at around £3,600 was now closer to £4,000, more than a considerable price increase. I had been travelling a lot with work around that time, and I knew I could pick up a discount at the airport somewhere between 15 and 20%. So I had set a value on the watch at the previous price and figured I would be happy to pay around £3,000. The boutique were great. They offered an increased warranty and said they would honour the pre-increased price. It was bad timing on my part, and being shell-shocked by the price increase, I left to consider my options. What was sticking in my mind was that the Railmaster was now a £4,000 watch, and at that price I may as well just save a little bit longer and put myself on a waiting list for a Rolex Explorer or maybe even a sub. Now, like most watch collectors, I spend a lot of time checking prices and availability of watches that catch my eye. I even have a folder on my Mac full of pics of my favourite watches, ranging from the very affordable to the ludicrously expensive. It has everything from Seikos to Jaeger LeCoultre and even a Blancpain 50 Fathoms. Hey, even I'm allowed to dream. Anyhow, during one of my almost daily searches, I found that Goldsmiths had the Railmaster on sale, discounted from its new recommended retail price of £4,170 to £3,330. I nearly wet my pants with excitement, but I stopped myself from hitting the add to shopping bag because I still considered this to be a £3,000 watch. What I mean by that is that sadly Omega don't hold their prices as well as some other luxury brands, and they depreciate quite heavily. Hell, most watches will lose you money the moment you leave the shop, which is why it's wise to shop around and get the best price possible, or consider buying used. The £3,000 price tag was close, but not close enough, so I stood firm. I figured if Goldsmiths were discounting the Railmaster, it might well be on sale elsewhere. I did a quick Google search and thought my eyes were deceiving me as I found the Railmaster again on sale with Ernest Jones. For those of you outside the UK, Ernest Jones are a high street retailer selling jewellery and watches. By no means are they considered an AD or a boutique. Ernest Jones was selling the Railmaster on a bracelet for near enough £1,000 less than the same watch on the denim or leather strap. This watch was on sale for £2,960, neatly under the £3,000 threshold that I'd set myself. I wavered a little, and after applying a cold compress to the back of my neck for the whiplash I'd suffered whilst checking the price, I did what any watch collector would do when they find their grail at a near 30% discount. I bought the watch. I'll spend some quality time with the Railmaster, get it resized for my wrist, and bring you a full review as promised. Trust me, you will be sick of the sight of this watch. As ever, I just wanted to share my latest edition with a quick video to brighten up your winter's day. In the interim, I'll get back to my backlog. My next review will be something considerably more affordable than the Omega. Better still, as mentioned in my Christmas message, I'm planning a watch giveaway in the next month. It's part of my push to reach 10,000 subscribers. Be sure to keep an eye on the channel for further details. Feel free to share your comments and let me know if you've already surprised yourself with a watch purchase this year. Hopefully, I'll see you all in the next video.